he just started screaming. Like he couldn't believe he did it. You should have thought about that. Because you had a whole old lady at the house. You did not have to do that girl like that. He gets out the van. He starts screaming. I would have hit him right across the head. Told him to shut up. Don't, shut up all that noise and show us where this girl at. Hey guys, it's Sharika and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I would love to have you. So today we are doing a seafood boil mukbang. I have some lobster tails here and Dungeness crab and potatoes. For today's drink, we're just gonna call this a blue tonic. Let me show y'all up close. It's so pretty. It doesn't have any alcohol in it. It's just tonic water and blue syrup. All right, let's say grace. Amen. Hey y'all, happy Monday. Okay, we do have a story time today. I do plan on doing the try not to ruin your lipstick challenge. I'm gonna do it on Friday. So that will be done. I love that challenge. I think it's so cute and so fun and a great idea. So, oh, that's good. What? I was expecting it to be a little hotter than that because I got this thing on, but okay. So, where I want to start, I'm gonna start with this lobster tail. We do have a story time today. Okay, the story time is from See No Evil. And I'll have the link in the description box if you guys want to check it out. Look at that, y'all. Hopefully y'all can see that. Hopefully it's not too bright. So good. So, there was a girl named Melanie. That's just what I'm gonna call her. Her name was Melanie. Goodness. Okay, so it was a girl named Melanie. And Melanie was at her parents' house one weekend. I think she lived with her parents. They didn't really say. So she was there. Her boyfriend came to pick her up. And the plan was that her and her friends were going to go to her boyfriend's hookah lounge. Now, she was 18. Her boyfriend ran a hookah lounge that was for 16 and up. Don't ask me. That's just what they said. I don't smoke hookah, so I wouldn't know. So, that was the plan. That's what the parents thought that she was going to be doing that weekend. The next day go by. Her boyfriend is calling Melanie's sister. And he's like, is Melanie there? So the sister was like, no, she was supposed to be with you. So he said, well, she didn't come home last night. She didn't come to his house last night like she was supposed to. So immediately, Melanie's little sister told the parents. So everybody's freaking out because it's not like her to not come home, or she was supposed to be spending the weekend with her boyfriend. So they decided they was gonna reach out to the girls that she was with. So the girls decided to come by the house instead of, you know, talking on the phone. So the friends, they had her cell phone, her purse, and they was like, they needed to tell the parents the truth. So girl, the tea was, they had fake IDs and they went to some club called 24K nightclub. They ain't go to nobody hookah lounge with no 16-year-olds, honey. They wanted to party with the grown-ups. So girl, they said, okay, well, where is she? Like, did she go to the club with y'all? So she said, yeah. She was like, we went to the club. You know, we were drinking, we were dancing. We see her one minute, the next minute we didn't see her. We don't know where she went. We checked everywhere we stayed until the club closed, and we could not find her. So boom. The day to go down to the station, file a missing persons report. Of course, you know, they tell them, okay, wait 72 hours, blah, 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 all that other drama. So then, when it was time for the cops to start the investigation, they went down to the club. They got all the surveillance footage, and they started, you know, combing through that surveillance footage to see if they can find her. So they did see her come in. When they were pulling up the footage to look at the dance floor, because of all the lights and different things like that, they really couldn't see anything. So the only good footage that they had was, you know, the time she went in and the time she went out. So they watched all of that footage. They did see the friends leave at the end, but Melanie wasn't with them. So they decided to go down to the club. They talked to the bouncers and the security guards and stuff. Well, I guess that's the same thing, the bouncers and the security guards. Anyway, y'all know what I mean. Don't come over here trying to judge me. I done told y'all about it. So girl, the security guard said, oh yeah, I remember her. I had to put her out because she was so drunk, her and another guy. So I ended up putting them out, and I had to push them out the back door. So the police said, or the detective said, okay, well, which direction did they go in? So he gave them the direction that they started walking in, and they were able to pull, you know, talk to all of the businesses along that street to get the footage from them. So after a while, they spotted them. She was clearly intoxicated, stumbling. The dude holding her hand, he leading the way, but he's stumbling too, but he ain't that drunk. So they show up to the guy's loft apartment. That's the name of the apartment, the loft apartment. They show all that, her getting on the elevator, them getting off the elevator, and into his apartment. So you know, the police, the detectives, they all show up at the apartment. And they bring him down for questioning. So the guy told them, you know, I saw a pretty girl at the club. We was dancing, we was having a good time. We was taking shots, and we got kicked out the club. I told her, you know, she can come chill at my place. She agreed. When she got to the apartment, he said he showed her around, and then she said she was leaving. She walked out, and that was his last time seeing her. They pulled the footage from the apartment. Everything he said checked out. So now they have to try to figure out which direction she went in. So they have to look through all of that footage. They finally came across a hotel where Melanie had stumbled down the street. She stopped at this hotel to use the restroom. And then it kind of went cold from there. because the street that they were on, that was like the only other surveillance cameras that was out there that was on. So girl, so the case went cold for a little minute. So the dad decides he gonna turn on her cell phone, look through the text messages. You know, he wanted to play detective himself to see, you know, what he can come up with. When he turned on the cell phone, she got a text message. So this guy texting her like, hey, this is the dude with the strange white van, and I was just checking on you to make sure that you made it home safe. So the daddy called the guy. So the guy agreed to meet the dad in a parking lot so he can give him the information that he had. So the guy said that one night he was driving down the street and he see this girl in this short dress that was clearly intoxicated, and she was talking to a homeless guy, and he felt like that didn't look right. So he stopped her and he said, you know, do you need some help? Do you need a ride? So she said, yeah, she needed a ride. So she got in the truck, in the van, and he said that she asked for a cigarette. So they stopped to a gas station. The gas station was closed, but when they were sitting in the parking lot, she noticed this one dude standing by the payphone, and he was smoking a cigarette. So she was gonna go bum a cigarette from him. She got out the van and she was standing there talking to the guy. So the dude, well, his name was Jake. So Jake bumped the horn and was saying, you know, you coming or you staying here with the guy? So she said she was staying. So he drove off and he went home. Of course, the police called him in the station, and that's the same information that Jake gave the detectives. So 6 months go by. They don't have any leads at all. Until one day, this lady from a bakery comes in and she said, check the footage from my store, because she sees something a little fishy. They pull up the footage. Who do they see on the footage? Jake, the dude with the white van. Jake walks over to the camera and turns it off. Jake ran a granola business. Like, he had like a little granola store where he made granola or whatever. Jake turns the camera off. Now this is like the same day, morning, that she was missing. When Jake turns the camera back on, he has on these 2 yellow gloves. Now, you don't need gloves like that to make granola looking like you about to go clean out a toilet. Like, it was just, something ain't right. So, girl. Ooh. So, of course, they follow him throughout the store. You know, they checking each camera angle that they have, and he in every one of them. He's pulling a big white cooler and putting it in the freezer. Now, you don't need to freeze granola. So they decided to pay him another visit. They called him down to the station. They told him that they have the footage. And what was he doing? Turning the cameras off. And what was in the cooler. Now Melanie, she was real small. She was like 4'11". Tiny girl. So girl, he went ahead and admitted it. Jake admitted it. He said he did it. He said what happened was he saw this girl stumbling down the street. He asked her if she wanted to ride. She got in the truck. She passed out. Once she was passed out, he took advantage of her. She woke up in the middle of it and started fighting him. Once she hit him, he said he started hitting her back. So the police was like, the detectives was like, what do you mean you was hitting her back? Like you was punching her, you knocked her out? Like what happened? He said, no, I hit her a couple of times and then I started strangling her. And he said, and then I killed her. So he said, I rode around with her body in my van for days. Until finally he decided to put her in the freezer. He left her in the freezer for a few days and then he buried her. So of course, he took the detectives and the police officers and stuff down to the spot where he buried her. And y'all will see on the if y'all decide to watch the real show, because this is the show, but if y'all decide to watch, you know, the link, if you decide to click it, you'll see they showed him taking the detectives to the spot that he buried her. And when he got out there, he just started screaming. Like he couldn't believe he did it. You should have thought about that, because you had a whole old lady at the house. You did not have to do that girl like that. You can't get what you need from what you got at the house? I'm so confused. Just sick. So he gets out the van. He starts screaming. I would have hit him right across the head, told him to shut up. Don't, shut up all that noise and show us where this girl at. So he told them, all the people came out and they were able to lay her to rest. So of course he got life. But while I was watching the show, like the whole time I was thinking like the girls did something to her. But ladies, don't be out here. Well, nobody ain't out here now because Corona, but when that's over, y'all don't be out here in these streets getting crunk and drunk. Because, honey, some of these people out here are sick in the head. Take a couple of shots at the house. Do a little after party or something, child. Y'all don't do that. Because it is dangerous out here. And then with the friends, I know some people do that. Like some of your friends, y'all will go one way and other people go one way like that. But by yourself, and you're not even grown. You 18 years old. Partying with these grown people. So, child, that's what happened. Yeah, my camera cut off. Okay guys, so I hope you're done eating. If you're eating with me, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click the next 2 videos at the bottom of the screen, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye y'all.